It's a battle of East Metro powers here tonight on SCC Sports as the Hill Murray Pioneers take on the Mahtomedi Zephys. Good evening, everybody. Alongside Brendan Ballard tonight, I'm Patrick Lilia with you from the St. Croix Valley Recreation Center. Both of these teams pulled in state championships back in 2020, with the Zephys adding on another one 3 years later. This battle of powerhouses. Looking forward to this one, Brendan, tonight. A very much different looking Zephys team. That core that led them to those 2 titles in 4 years has all but now turned over. And so we're going to get to see a very different Zephys team tonight. Might be a little bit of a reload year for Mahtomedi. Looking forward to seeing how this program is going to push its way forward.
I was going to say, yeah, it's like just like when you after you win a cup in the show and you got to have that kind of hangover there a little bit, get rid of some higher paid players and stuff. But yeah, it should be an exciting year for Mahtomedi.
Hill Murray is in the green, Mahtomedi is in the gold as the Pioneers send this one through. This tips off of Chaz Lentz's stick up into the Mahtomedi bench. Now for the Pioneers, they return most of their top scorers from last year, including Bowden Samper's 21 goals. Lentz had 12 a season prior. This face-off will come down into the Mahtomedi zone. Will be to the right of the goaltender, Wes Strub, one of the players who did return for Mahtomedi from last year. It's a quick shot from the point, deflected wide of the net, comes down into the corner where Landon Cottingham for the Pioneers is tied up, comes behind the net where the Zephys will work it through the right circle for Winston Wright, the leading returning goal scorer, as he sends it down for icing. And the Zephys graduated 8 of their top 10 goal scorers from last year, Wright with 10, the leading returning goal scorer for the Zephys, as you see him ice the puck there.
It's also not worth, without mentioning here, Hill Murray bring back 9 of their senior members here this year. Should be a good year for them too.
Casper Lang, the defenseman, sent it down low off the boards. It'll be controlled back at the point by Graham Greeter. Sent down low as Jackson Reeves shoots one wide down into the near side corner as it comes onto the end wall where it's played by Cale Brummel as Brummel jostled behind the net, loses the puck to Cottingham as it comes back to the blue line. A shot through traffic, redirected up toward the far side corner. Still in control of the Pioneers as a drive on goal. Got through to Strub, rebound given up but picked up by the Zephys as they bank it off glass all the way down. It'll be played by Jackson Johnson, the goaltender. He made 4 starts last year. They did graduate last year's primary goaltender, did the Pioneers, so Johnson will get the first crack at the number 1 job. Last year he was 3-1, a 1.38 goals against average as the Pioneers will ice the puck and a face-off in the Hill Murray zone. 15:36 to go in the first period, no score. Face-off will come to the left of Johnson. Devin O'Donnell will take the face-off against Chaz Lentz. So O'Donnell able to win the face-off, taps it back to the point as a drive from the blue line was blocked. And the shot was taken by Zach Zins, is on the right wing into the offensive zone as Bowden Samper. He tried to center one out front. Flex back toward the blue line as the Pioneers able to hold the zone, courtesy of Tommy Miller as it comes into the near side corner. Miller, one of those who might be looking for a bigger role with the Pioneers this year. Still in control of the Pioneers around the net. A shot blocked as it comes into the right circle. Zephys able to clear as this will get past Miller all the way down. Icing waved off as Miller will play it from deep in his own end. 2 shots on goal for the Pioneers, none yet for Mahtomedi as the Pioneers set up from deep in their own end as it's played by Carson Scott. He'll send this one through an icing as that was out of reach, trying to get it for Riley Zupfer and a face-off in the Mahtomedi zone.
Maybe this is the time for Mahtomedi here with this face-off looming here to see if they can maintain some possession and get some shots on goal here.
Lake and Decker, one of those who will also be stepping up into a much bigger role for the Zephys. 2 goals last season, but will likely be playing a lot of top line for Mahtomedi this season, as we talked about with all that turnover on the scoring lines for the Zephys, as Zephys able to play it out on the right wing into the offensive zone. They come once again. as a shot was blocked as it was initiated by Winston Wright. Puck will come around behind the Pioneers net toward the far side as the Pioneers will flip it out into the neutral zone. It gets by Jackson Reeves. Zephys will carry back in with Joey Pipes as he'll send one wide of the net. With some contact in the slot from Brady Morrell as the puck is sent back around the net toward the near side into the neutral zone as Cody Loida will play it. Loida gets it back for Pipes on the near side. The Zephys will send it in the offside, so they have to touch up as it'll be played by Cottingham deep in his own end. He sets up behind his own net. Landon Cottingham, last year 10 goals for the Pioneers. As Cottingham starts his way up ice through the center. Cottingham across the red line. He'll flip it in after he gains the red line. He'll head off for a change if the Pioneers able to keep it deep in the Mahtomedi zone. Coming over to help is Logan Monpettit for the Pioneers as it comes out into the neutral zone from the red line. The Pioneers will send it back into the Mahtomedi zone. As Strub will play it, he'll send it around toward the far side. The Zephys will play it. Just coming over to cut it off is Easton Salscheider for the Pioneers. Puck punched back into the neutral zone. Hill Murray resets from the red line as they will flip it into the near side corner. First one there for the Zephys will be Trevor Rogoszewski as he gets tied up in that near corner as then the puck drifts its way back into the slot. Nice play by the Zephys to get across the red line with it as it will be carried into the offensive zone as Joey Chizik drives in front as nearly put one in on Johnson as the puck works its way around toward the far side corner. Big hit put on the end board. That was O'Donnell with Cooper Lang, the recipient, and then the crowd excited about another big hit as the Zephys throw one toward the net. Brock Gutterman sending it in the direction of the goaltender Johnson. The Pioneers will send one through neutral icing. Will result with 12:36 to go in the opening period. The Zephys and Pioneers no score.
It was a very good chance here in in the Hill Murray defensive end here. Players looking to go 5-hole on Johnson there. Nothing doing, just sending it wide.
Face-off will come to the left of Johnson. As he said, he made 4 starts last year. Sparkling 1.38 goals against average in those 4 starts. Pioneers unable to clear it. This one comes in on Johnson. Winston Wright was in front trying for the redirect as it popped up high in the air. Puck battled for on the near side. Sent back parallel to the blue line. Now it comes out into the neutral zone as it's sent ahead for Samper on the left wing. Bowden Samper driving in on Strub, who makes a save. Got a late whistle, but the whistle eventually blew as the Mahtomedi Zephys not liking some of that late whacking being done by the Pioneers in front as they introduce themselves to the visiting Hill Murray Pioneers, and a face-off will come in the Mahtomedi zone.
Hill Murray certainly looking to set the tone early here in the first period.
Blow it dead right off the face-off. We'll line up and do it again. We're a little less than 5 minutes into this opening period. No score. 3-2 shots on goal favoring the Pioneers.
That's what you can kind of expect with a double-A program there, Patrick. It should be a kind of a clash of the Titans here a little bit.
Absolutely a great game we're looking forward to tonight, hopefully. As we said, we're looking forward to seeing how the Zephys team with all the turnover sort of finds its identity. They already have one game in the books. They dropped it against Hibbing Chisholm over the weekend. It was the first game of the season for the Pioneers. So there's kind of learning how to get back up to full speed against an opponent as well as the Pioneers come driving right back in. The shot goes wide of the net as it comes in on the near side. Zephys will chase it down with Wright on the right wing. He'll send it in deep to the Pioneer zone. It'll be played by Cottingham as the whistle blows. And a slashing penalty is going to go against Hill Murray, which will put Mahtomedi on the power play for the first time in the game. Last year, the Zephys had a power play of about 25%. Hill Murray killed off penalties at about 84%, so maybe a number they would have liked to be a little bit better. Of course, it's new season, so those numbers not all that important at this point. But the Zephys will get the first crack at the power play as Jackson Reeves takes the face-off against Ryan Lipovitz. Is able to be won and controlled by the Zephys as they work on the left wing. Trying to drive in as Will Seaver as he nearly got it out front as the puck will be pushed onto the near side boards. Pioneers able to get a clear all the way down into the Mahtomedi zone. As racing after it is Gutterman, as he'll take it from Strub. As Gutterman against his way through the center of the ice. Now he works over on the left wing, so it's bounced toward the blue line as it'll be cleared by Cottingham all the way back down into the Mahtomedi zone a second time, as that's intercepted on the clear by Caden Zasada, as Zasada tried to drive in shorthanded. Now Jackson Reeves following up. Puck comes in on Strub in front, and he has to cover up, and a face-off will come in the Mahtomedi zone with 1:16 to go on the power play.
Mahtomedi has got to be a little bit careful coming back for those pucks that Hill Murray's clearing here. They always have one guy chasing, and that guy is constantly putting pressure on. Got to be really careful if you're wearing a gold jersey there.
Braden First will take the face-off against Bowden Samper, as First will be kicked from the face-off circle, and it'll be Wright who steps in. Comes in on Strub as he steers it aside with the pad. Zephys with a little over a minute now to go in their man advantage as they'll work their way up ice across the red line. They'll send it in deep to the Hill Murray zone. Brings its way around toward Wright on the near side. Zephys work it back toward the blue line. This will be pushed just wide as trying to park his way out front was Zach Zins, and the Pioneers able to clear as it'll be gathered in by Cody Loida back in his own end. 45 seconds to go in the power play for the Zephyrs. Here come the Zephyrs in on the left wing with Loida as he comes into the corner where it'll be played there by Zupfer for the Pioneers, and that will get through all the way back down into the Zephyr zone once again on the left wing with 30 seconds to go in the power play. A Strub out of his net. Tried to get it ahead for Wright, as now they will quickly get it to Winston Wright. Here comes Wright. Wright with a shot that was blocked, as getting in front of that was Casper Lang, and the Pioneers again able to send it out to neutral ice where Lakin Decker will gather it in. Decker trying to come back in on the right wing as the puck will come into the near side corner with under 10 to go. Pioneers will clear it out. That'll probably do it for the power play for Mahtomedi. Banked off the far boards as battle for the puck in the neutral zone. Now it works its way into the Zephyr end as the Pioneers will slow things down now back at full strength as they were trying to go on the right wing for Brady McElmurray as icing was waved off as McElmurray was just a step behind that puck, but the play continues down in the Mahtomedi zone. Zephyrs will take it off the side of their net as O'Donnell banks it off the end wall. Trying to begin a rush for the Zephyrs as that'll be cut off in front of the Mahtomedi bench. As it'll be Riker Dunbar now who sends it in for the Zephyrs. It'll be gathered in by Tommy Miller in his own end as Miller gets it over on the left wing. Cross ice pass was intercepted, but the Zephyrs would have been offside, so they just have to send it in. Pioneers will send it through neutral where it'll be played by Rogoszewski from his own end. Zephyrs try to get it on the left wing as that taps off the stick of Shea Sorensen as the Pioneers will carry in. Shot goes wide in front of the net from Hill Murray as that was Cottingham who took the shot. Puck will come back into the near side corner as Cottingham sends it down low. They score. Landon Cottingham got it out front, and it will see who tapped it in. It looks like it's going to go to Jackson Reeves. That was a great pass by Landon Cottingham, and Reeves in front to put it past Strub, and it's 1-0 Hill Murray.
Scrub kind of came down on top of that puck and unfortunately kind of just pinballed right through him underneath those pads. I know that's something I struggle with personally in beer league, so yeah, I feel for the guy.
Well, that'll be the first goal for Reeves, who did not register a goal last year in limited varsity action. That comes right past the midpoint of this opening period. That was at the 8:34 mark of this opening period. And it's 1-0 Hill Murray, so the Zephyrs will be put in an early hole like they were against Hibbing Chisholm and have to try to respond here as it's carried in by Samper as Samper sends it wide of the net. Puck works up into the far side corner in the Mahtomedi zone as the Pioneers just work it toward the net. Strub makes a save in front. If it was dragged in by Riley Zupfer, we get a whistle behind the play. That looks like a face-off coming in the Mahtomedi zone with 7:54 to go in this opening period.
Yeah, Hill Murray just kind of suffocating the Zephyr offense here, just constantly in their zone.
Face-off able to be controlled by Zach Zins. He's able to get it on the left wing. It'll be carried across the red line into the offensive zone by Lakin Decker. Decker trying to drive on Johnson. Couldn't get a shot away as he got tied up. Pioneers from behind their own net with it. Starting up ice with it is Graham Greeter. As Greeter across the red line. Greeter comes into the offensive zone. Greeter into the left circle where he's met with some nice contact. Trying to whack down the play. That's Zach Zins with some good defensive presence for the Zephyrs as the puck comes into the near side corner in the Mahtomedi zone. It'll be banked off the end wall. As it comes back in front, they score.
Bad rebound off in front there.
Well, they banked it off the end wall. They get the rebound off Strub, and it's quickly 2-0. Hill Murray in front.
Nothing Scrub could do about that one. That one's going in probably 9 times out of 10.
Looks like Chaz Lentz was the one who got the goal. He was the second leading goal scorer on the Pioneers last year. He had 12, so he picks up an early one here in the first period. And with 7:13 to go in this first frame, it's 2-0 Hill Murray.
Pioneers student section in full song here at St. Croix Rec Center. They're giving it everything to these home fans here.
The Pioneers come out of their own end. Here's McElmurray. He throws it on Strub, who made the pad save. But the Zephyrs desperately just trying to get back off their heels as the Pioneers send it right back in. It'll be Salscheider who gets to it first as he shoved off the puck in the corner. Pioneers work it around the net, comes back onto the near side as it'll be worked out of the corner once again by Logan Monpettit for the Pioneers. The Zephyrs control on the right wing, got it out to the neutral zone. So it'll be Miller who gets shoved off the puck hard as the Zephyrs will bank it into the Pioneer zone for icing. 6:20 to go in the first period. It's Hill Murray 2, Mahtomedi nothing.
The in-arena music is absolutely correct. Mahtomedi trying to bring the boom here, trying to put one of the Hill Murray players in his own bench here. Maybe the refs will look to kind of combat that.
Certainly opening night excitement and nerves for everybody as puck works onto the far side boards off the face-off. Zephyrs able to force it out into the neutral zone. So it'll be backhanded ahead by Loida back into the Hill Murray zone. So this will quickly bounce ahead as it was disrupted. That just prevented the Hill Murray rush from perhaps getting a good chance at Strub as it'll be carried back into the offensive zone by Brady Morrell. Morrell with a backhand shot on the save. So it comes back to the point on the drive as the puck will be deflected up and out of play.
Hill Murray once again just keeping it hemmed in the Zephyr zone here, constantly on top of all their players.
Face-off will come to the right of Strub. Face-off able to be controlled by the Pioneers, as then driving in down low was Reeves, who picked up that first goal of the game for the Pioneers. What a backhander on Strub, who made the save, and it comes onto the near side boards. Cottingham sends it in from the point as it comes to the far side. Pioneers continuing to apply pressure here in this opening period as the Zephyrs will try to break it. Able to be poked ahead by Decker as it comes into the near side corner, as then Decker got cut off in that corner. Pioneers will carry through on the right wing with Morrell, as Morrell lost the puck as he came into the Zephyr zone, and the Zephyrs will take over the puck as the Pioneers change. Zephyrs on the left wing, get it back into the neutral zone. Some hard contact allows Bowden Samper to come in. Samper tried to go back, and really good defensive positioning by the Zephyrs to prevent that 2-on-1. As the Zephyrs come in 2-on-2 the other way, trying to show off some speed. And then it's taken away from Braden first. Here comes Samper once again on the right wing. Samper dragging in. Samper backhand shot and the save by Strub. As the puck comes toward the far side, Samper cut off on the far side. A couple of Zephyrs digging away at the puck as we approach 4.5 minutes to go in this opening period. Hill Murray a 2-0 lead But the Pioneers will get it into the left circle for Lentz, as Lentz had the puck taken off his stick. Poked away, though, from the Zephyr before they could clear, as Lentz will send it back into the near side corner in the Zephyr end. Just continuing pressure applied here by the Pioneers here in this opening period. As the Pioneers try to drive out front, it's taken away by Mahtomedi. Yes, just can't even gain the red line. It's been a little bit of a tough sled here in the first period for the Zephyrs as the battle continues for the puck in front of their bench. As into the offensive zone, there's a chance that the shot goes off. Johnson rebound, they score! And the Zephyrs get a huge bounce back goal, and they're down just 2-1.
Great job of getting sticks in the way in the defensive zone to kind of help pin that puck along the far boards there. And yeah, all it takes is just one little poke, and yeah, there you have it. What a great goal.
What an effort by Devin O'Donnell as that rebound went off the mask of the goaltender Johnson, and he follows up with the goal. That'll be his first of the year. We talked about O'Donnell. He's one of those new faces who's going to have to step up for Mahtomedi with all those skaters that graduated from last year. So O'Donnell comes through with the huge goal here. They cut the deficit to 2-1. We get to the later part of this opening period. 12-6 shots on goal favoring the Pioneers. And the Pioneers showing up with that early pressure on the stat sheet all over the place, but the Zephyrs on the board, down by just one, as into the offensive zone, ripping a shot as Will Sievers. That goes off Johnson. He took another chance off the rebound and just sent it wide. So Will Sievers, a good effort. As Brady McElmurray comes back in, he takes a shot, a glove save by Strub.
Johnson appeared to be a little shaken up after that rebound off the mask there. I know his ears will be ringing from that, and a little weird rebound off the glove hand there. Hopefully he can kind of string it together here still.
Faceoff will come down in the Mahtomedi zone to the left of Strub, and what has been an exciting opening period. 3:14 to go, 2-1, Hill Murray leading it. Faceoff pushed to the end boards, trying to bank it in off the goaltender with Reeves. The puck will be sent all the way down into the Hill Murray end icing. Called with 3:04 to go in the frame.
Hill Murray is looking to host another single A team here this weekend. Hermantown makes the 2.5-hour drive down, and that should be a good game over at Aldrich Arena.
Absolutely, Hermantown last year's runner-up. St. Cloud Cathedral taking the Class A championship, their second title in 4 seasons. Crusaders went into that tournament as a 3 seed and come out the state champions on the Class A side. Now the Pioneers control the puck in the far corner. Try to center it, as being disrupted was John Kelly, as Kelly behind the net knocks down the rolling puck. Kelly sends a shot high and wide of the net as he had worked his way into the right circle, as the Zephyrs carry out on the right wing. As it'll be sent in. Ryan Lipovitz sent it in, as quickly back the other way as Jackson Reeves. Reeves with a shot, a sliding save by Strub.
Routine save there by Strub. All he had to do is kind of just keep it in the breadbasket there, and good shot by the logo sniper there, number 16 for Hill Murray.
Faceoff will come to the left of Strub. Lentz in the faceoff circle with first, as the puck is sent back toward the point. It's able to be held by the Pioneers. Try to work it down low as it rings its way around the Zephyr net. Pioneers still in control of it as Casper Lang gets it over for Bowden Samper, as Samper harassed in the near corner. Gets spun around by Joey Pipes as puck drifts its way toward the crease. Penalty coming here against Hill Murray, and the Zephyrs will get the second power play of the game.
Huge chance here. Let's see if they can tie this game here. That's going to be a lot of momentum if they can keep the score tied at 2 here going into the second period.
Riley Zupfer off for the penalty. And the Zephyrs will get their second crack at the man advantage tonight. They're 0 for 1. 2:03 to go in this opening period. A good opportunity now for Mahtomedi to try to get this game tied up.
Decker chased out of the face-off circle in place of Braden.
Pioneers win the face-off. They're able to clear it all the way down as it gets by Winston Wright. As Strub out of his net. As he will leave it, it'll be played by Cody Loida. Loida works it over on the left wing for Wright as Wright banks it ahead into the offensive zone in the direction of Decker. As the Pioneers will take control of the puck, and they will be able to clear it all the way down as working along that blue line was Jackson Reeves. The puck comes back on the right wing as the Zephyrs will reset from their own end. Minute 25 to go on the power play. It'll be carried in by Wright on the left wing, Decker on the left wing. His shot just goes off the goaltender Johnson. That draws some odds from the crowd. The crowd wants another penalty against the Pioneers. They're not going to get one as the puck works its way back toward the point as Samper couldn't quite clear it. As First quickly got it into the high slot. First trying to send it down low as the puck was loose in the circle. Pioneers still not able to clear as Decker whiffed on a shot. There was some contact with his stick, and the Pioneers now able to clear.
Much better chance there for Mahtomedi on their power play. They were actually able to cycle the puck and get some good looks in at net there.
45 seconds to go here in the power play for Mahtomedi as they work over on the right wing. Trying to get it quickly on the right wing for Pipes as Pipes then got shoved off the puck and cleared by the Pioneers.
Hilmer doing a great job to kind of just catch him flat-footed there on the blue line there. They're not able to kind of pounce in there.
Under 30 seconds to go in the period as the Zephyrs will send it in with 17 seconds to go on their power play. There's about a 3-second difference between the power play time and the period time as it'll be sent back in by Will Sievers into the near corner. 5 seconds to go on the power play, 8 seconds in the period. As a shot just goes wide in front of the net from Gutterman as the power play comes to an end and the period right after it.
I bet he'd like that chance over again, and just high over the glove side of that net there. It was wide open for him.
So an exciting first period. Hill Murray gets the first two. Mahtomedi answers back with a great goal from Devin O'Donnell. And we go to the first intermission with the Hill Murray Pioneers leading the Mahtomedi Zephyrs by a score of 2-1. We're going to take a break on SCC Sports. We'll come back with your second period.
Yeah, hello. I'm really not sure if this is what you all do, but I really don't have anywhere else to turn.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
My kids are out of state. My buddies from the Army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I miss so much time with her. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called.
Okay, sir. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected?
Here we go!
Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Welcome back to the St. Croix Valley Rec Center after one period of play. 2-1, Hill Murray with the lead in this battle of East Metro powerhouses. Alongside Brendan Ballard, I'm Patrick Lilia with you. Very entertaining first period, very largely controlled by the Pioneers, but the Zephys able to punch back a couple times in that first period as well.
All they need in this period is just some more zone time. Let's start cycling that puck around, and yeah.
We're going to take a look at some of the highlights from that first period. Hill Murray jumping out to a 2-0 lead. A great feed in front from Landon Cottingham in front with the goal for Jackson Reeves. Reeves scoring his first goal of this season, possibly his first varsity goal overall. He didn't have any last year. So we're underway here in the second period with the Zephys going left to right across your screen. The Pioneers will send it back into the Mahtomedi zone as it's knocked down, comes back into the neutral zone. The Zephys able to play it with Braden First as First comes back on the right wing. First around the net with John Kelly in pursuit. First works it back toward the point. A drive blocked from the point as that shot was initiated from that far side by the Zephys as Kelly works it over on the right wing for Samper. Samper from the right circle, a shot saved. Rebound comes back out into the slot, being jammed away out in front as nearly having a chance was Chaz Lentz for the Pioneers, and then it's cleared back into the Pioneer zone, or it was played there by Cottingham. Here comes Samper on the left wing. Samper dangling, had the puck knocked away on a nice play. Winston Wright will send it cross ice. It'll be carried in on the left wing by Shea Sorensen as the puck will be played off the end wall. Sent back into the far side corner in the Pioneer zone. So a good start for the Zephys here in the second period, Brendan.
Yeah, not too bad. They calmly diffused that situation there around Strub there and didn't look panicked at all, just made sure to get the puck out, and here we are.
Zephys work over on the right wing as the play is cut off on the near side. Graham Greeter with Easton DeZieler cutting through, and we'll get a whistle.
Might be 2 for slashing here on Mahtomedi.
I think it'll be a hooking call. And it'll be against the Zephys, and that'll put the Pioneers on their first power play. Last year, a 24.4 for Hill Murray on the power play. Mahtomedi killed off penalties at 80.4. Of course, we'll make the same disclaimer. Those were last year's stats, so not all that relevant any longer, but that's just kind of a picture of where those teams were last year. Pioneers able to control the face-off as Casper Lang sends it down into the near side corner. They were trying to get through onto the right circle as it deflects down in front. A chance what a save by Strub as getting robbed was Caden Zasada. What a play, but he thought he scored.
That looked pretty routine. I mean, he was down low on that play, kind of out of it, but let's see here on our monitor. Oh, Jet just puts it right into Strub's glove there. Great right glove hand. That's rare for a goalie, but yeah, calm save, and here we go, still 2-1.
Jackson Reeves in the face-off circle against Winston Wright. Pioneers able to control the face-off with Lang. Lang works it down onto the near side. As Zasada trying to work it down low, it's loose in front of Strub, ends up being pushed wide of the net. Zasada able to get it back as he works it for Greeter. Now back up high for Lang. Greeter, a one-time blast from the left circle that goes up into the net. I beg your pardon, that was Reeves on the shot.
Strub lucky down there. He lost his goal stick when they were all kind of circled in front of him there, but calmly was able to collect it as the puck kind of came out towards the blue line. And yeah, lives to see another day.
Already a wild power play so far. Still a minute 25 left in the man advantage. We're just past the 2-minute mark of this second period, as it'll be Decker in the face-off circle against Lentz. Lentz able to win the face-off. Pioneers still in control of the puck. They get it into the high slot where Lang drops it back down. Now work their way back toward the right point for Samper. And to the left circle, the shot was blocked in front. It comes down toward the near side. Back up high for Lang once again as he leaves it for Greeter. Greeter with a shot that was blocked nicely as Greeter, though, was able to save the clear. It was a good effort by Rogoszewski, but Pioneers able to hold the zone as it comes back to the blue line for Cottingham, as Cottingham leaves it for Greeter. Greeter into the left circle, out in front, just sent wide as they got it for Lentz on the glove side. I think that stick must be broken, is now actually then picked up by the goaltender Strub.
Yeah, those goalie sticks, really expensive. $400 is the going rate on those things now.
Certainly don't want any of that as Greeter gets it back down low as a Pioneers try to go tic-tac-toe as they played it back through the circle. Here's Samper with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Samper trying to drive through. Strub is down. It's being whacked away at. Pioneers come back out of the scrum with the puck. Here's Greeter with it. Greeter shot blocked. It comes out into the neutral zone. Great job by Rogoszewski getting down low. As now the Pioneers have the Zephys caught on a line change. Samper with a shot, and the save is made by Strub. That could have been disastrous for Mahtomedi as a perfectly executed play on the line change by the Pioneers, but Strub makes the save.
Strub is getting dinner on the rest of his teammates tonight.
Back on the left wing, the Pioneers carry out into the neutral zone. Play stood up at the blue line, is back out at neutral, carried in by McElmurray. McElmurray pushed into the corner, then sent hard into the boards by Joey Pipes, but that sent the puck out front, nearly a chance for the Zephyrs. The Zephyrs will reset from back in their own end. With Winston Wright trying to make things difficult. Zephyrs back at full strength as a pass from Tommy Miller was knocked up in the air. Now Miller able to get a little bit of payback. That comes in for Devin O'Donnell as then he lost the puck coming in as it'll be played by Carson Scott behind his own net. Flip down toward the near side. Here come the Pioneers on the left wing with Logan Monpettit into the offensive zone where it'll be knocked down behind the net. Puck drifts its way back in front of Strub as the Pioneers again able to hold the zone. A good play by McElmurray. McElmurray tried to drop it into the slot. The shot was whipped on and the puck comes into the near side corner. McElmurray with a shot and a save by Strub is good shift for Brady McElmurray and a face-off coming in the Mahtomedi zone.
Calmly making that glove save again. He's having a night down there.
20 saves on 22 chances for Strub already in the game.
Looking like his goaltending counterpart, Connor Hellebuck, last night in Winnipeg's 4-1 win over Minnesota.
Faceoff will come to the right of Strub as it's Queen to try to get the crowd into it here at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. Shot off the faceoff as it came right to Brady Morrell as he sent one high and wide. Comes back out through neutral all the way back down into the Pioneer zone. On the left wing is Greeter as it'll be sent toward the far point for Zasada as he was knocked off the puck. Banked back into the neutral zone as the Pioneers kind of messily trying to stay on side as eventually it'll be pushed in by Casper Lang and steered aside by Strub. Lang able to hold the zone as he goes for Graham Greeter. Greeter then went down low. It went off of a body as then it's knocked down in the slot. Zach Thin sends it toward the blue line, but apparently not out as that student section thought it was out. The official thought otherwise. Right in front of the Pioneers bench. This time they all thought the official was coming in with the offside, but they let it go and the play continues as Zephyrs work it up the far boards. Greeter takes a hard hit on the far side from Decker as Decker sends it all the way down. And icing called with 11:07 to go in the second period. There's a lot going on here in this period.
Yeah, all those defensive saves down here in Mahtomedi's end, you'd think that leads to some momentum, but unfortunately it's all Hill Murray just collapsing on top of Mahtomedi's defense here.
Oh, that first period pressure is carried over into the second, but still just 2-1 Hill Murray leading it. Ryan Lipovitz in the face-off circle with Chaz Lent. The official gives a few extra beats before dropping the puck. Pioneers able to play it from the slot for John Kelly as Kelly sends it through the near corner. Play gets tied up down there as the puck then sent back behind the net. As they try to set up Samper, he got the shot away and a save by Strub as it comes back onto the near boards into the neutral zone. It'll be played by Zupfer as Zupfer trying to get it up ice for Lentz into the offensive zone. Here's Samper. Samper shot save. Rebound is pushed just wide. Second chance. Strub is down. Lentz wants a penalty. He's not going to get one.
And this game is all Strub down there. He's really being the difference maker here. The last 10 matchups versus these two teams, Hill Murray is 9-0-1. Strub is looking to change that.
Certainly be huge for this Mahtomedi team if they can find a way to pull this one out tonight. Given this Hill Murray team is going to be expected to make a run back toward the state tournament as a shot goes wide right off the face-off as it comes back onto the near side. Last year the Pioneers falling one game short when White Bear Lake beat them in the 4AA final. The Pioneers going to be widely expected to make a strong bid to return to the state tournament this year with all those seniors. As the puck goes through the crease on the backhand shot from Cottingham as it comes back into the neutral zone. Into the offensive zone is First. First around the net with Kelly in pursuit. First back to the blue line as Pipes works it for a shot that goes wide to the net. And it's played back in on Johnson awkwardly as the Pioneers push it across the red line the other way into the offensive zone. Here's Zasada. Zasada drops it off for a shot, and the save is made by Strub on the drive by Brady Morrell.
Looks like it took just over 5 minutes in this period just to get Mahtomedi's first couple shots on goal of the period here. But Strub, again, it all starts with him. He's keeping his team in the game here.
Shots on goal now 26-8, favoring Hill Murray. But as we pointed out, Strub having himself a night so far, and it's just a one-goal lead for Hill Murray. Shot off the face-off. Strub makes the save. That was Monpettit who put it on him. Puck is cycled up into the far side corner where it'll be played by O'Donnell around the net to the near side for the Zephyrs. Quick shot came in from the near boards, comes out into the neutral zone as the Pioneers will reset at the red line with it. They'll send it back into the Mahtomedi zone. Strub will slow it down behind his net, work it on toward the near side. As it'll be Monpettit. His shot was knocked down inadvertently by O'Donnell as it comes back to the near side. Puck kicks back toward the blue line. Pioneers able to hold, sent down low. If they tried the redirect, they score. No! That hit off of something and came back out, and the ref said no goal.
Love to get a replay of that one there, Patrick.
Absolutely, as it's backhanded back in by Carson Scott for the Pioneers. The Zephyrs will send it up ice. Into the offensive zone, here's Greeter. Greeter with a shot that might have clipped off of Strub as it comes into the near side corner. Go back toward the far side as it'll be played by Gutterman as Gutterman gets it out into the neutral zone to the red line where Casper Lang controls for the Pioneers. He goes cross ice with it. The Pioneers will come in with Samper as Samper trying to outrun a couple of Zephyr defenders. As Samper able to emerge with it. Tripped up, penalty coming against the Zephyrs as we'll get the extra attacker on, but Mahtomedi touches up. No, certainly going to be interesting here. If we get a chance to see that replay of looked like it went in and out, but the official said no.
I wonder what that would have hit. It would have been, let's take a look here. Oh, was that off the inside of the post there?
Great
yeah, all
shots
post.
by our crew as that's all post, so it's the right call. Yeah, from our angle, it looked like it went in, but officials right on top of it. Great shots by our SCC Sports crew. And indeed, the right call. That was no goal for Hill Murray.
Strub's going to thank the post there, maybe give it a little love tap or something with the stick, but Hill Murray doing a great job of laying on the body this period so far. This is the reason why they've got this power play incoming here. Just kind of drawing Mahtomedi into being a little bit more physical, and yeah, draws a penalty, and here we are. Hopefully Strub can backstop his team and keep it 2-1.
It'll be the second power play chance for Hill Murray tonight. They're 0 for 1. With the face-off able to be controlled again by the Pioneers. Cottingham works it back from Greeter. Now Cottingham leaves it for Greeter again. Greeter drives in, gets it down toward the goal line for Lentz. Lentz back to Greeter. Greeter for Lentz. Greeter from the left circle, works it into the right circle. A drive, they score! Power play goal for Bowden Samper, and it's 3-1.
Nothing you could do there. Hill Murray's done a great job of cycling the puck there and kind of catching Mahtomedi flat-footed, but
and certainly taking on Strub at point blank has not worked well for them. So they were a lot more patient on that power play. I think they were willing to try to get some motion because I think they knew they weren't going to beat him straight on, and that puck movement certainly worked out to Hill Murray's advantage.
Did Strub no favor with being kind of screamed there by one of his taller teammates standing right in front of him on that plate. I don't even think he saw that.
Well, Samper had 21 last year for Hill Murray, has his first of the year. And with 7:43 to go and counting in the second period, Hill Murray back up by 2. Into the offensive zone on the right wing is Lipovitz as it'll come behind the Pioneer net toward the far side corner. Zephys had a response before, so they'll try to come up with another one as this one comes in on Johnson. Shot from a point from Joey Pipes, and a face-off coming in the Hill Murray zone.
Shea Sorensen from Mahtomedi there doing a great job of trying to redirect that puck in towards Johnson there. That would have been an awesome tip-in.
Face off to the right of Johnson. It's able to be controlled by the Pioneers. They get it out toward the point and eventually do get it out into the neutral zone. It'll be carried by Jackson Reeves into the offensive zone. Reeves with a shot that goes wide as it comes down toward the near side. Able to be controlled by Kelly, a drive from the point, and that gets through to Strub, and the save is made.
This is kind of looking like the matchup last year, December 12th. Hill Murray beat Mahtomedi 3-1. Strub's doing a great job of making sure that score stays the exact same.
Strub now 27 saves on 30 shots. For Johnson, 8 saves on 9 shots for the Pioneers. Face-off comes toward the far boards. The Pioneers able to keep it in, sent wide of the net on a shot. Pioneers able to knock it down at the red line as it'll be turned back into the offensive zone by Greeter through the right circle. The shot that goes off Strub. Greeter able to get his puck back as it comes back into the slot. Now into the left circle as that will get through Brady Morrell. He might have had a good shot opportunity, but he couldn't get it on his stick because it's sitting softly on the end wall, and the Zephyrs will work it toward the far side boards. Now back toward the blue line. The Pioneers again able to hold the zone. It'll be Greeter. Comes in front with it. Backhand shot in front. Strub is down. They wave it off. Official right there to wave off the goal.
Textbook goaltender interference there. Kind of saved by the bell for Mahtomedi, but glad you got that rule in place.
As the Pioneers will plead their case to no avail, and the faceoff will come all the way down into the Pioneer zone with 6:26 to go in the second period.
Let's take a look at this replay here. Oh, foot in the crease. Yeah, he's not allowing him to make that save. Yeah, 18 there for Hill Murray. Just standing in the crease and wondering why that's not counting.
So Murray able to win the face-off from their own end. They bring it out into the neutral zone. They'll send it in from the red line, and Tommy Miller as Samper gets to it first. Samper still with it as he'll work his way back around toward the near side. Banked hard off the end wall is a little bit of an errant pass, but able to be held in. Here's Zupfer with it. Zupfer with a shot save at point blank by Strub, but the Pioneers able to keep control of the puck. Here's Carson Scott trying to get it down low. That was blocked. It came into the neutral zone. The Pioneers will have to touch up.
That's one thing Mahtomedi has done a great job of, it's always getting in those passing lanes or shooting lanes. How many pucks have we seen come off players' shin pads tonight?
Yes, Scott and First come to it in the Pioneer zone. Now on the left wing is Cottingham as the puck will come out into the neutral zone as it will bound its way back into the Hill Murray offensive zone. It's on the left wing. Like it's tied up in front of the Zephys student section. Sent back down into the Hill Murray end. Icing waved off as the Zephys will get to it first as it'll be sent down low as Easton DeZealer send it into the slot. Pioneers able to send it back into the neutral zone as it'll be carried ahead by Miller. Miller sends it in as Strub knocks it down, pipes behind his own net. He nearly took a hard hit from McElmurray as the Pioneers again able to hold the zone as it comes into the near side corner. Well, there's 5 minutes to go in this second period. Here's McElmurray able to intercept a pass as comes into the near corner. Tough to see through all these bodies. They've been standing this whole game of that Mahtomedi student section. Puck will work its way around toward the far side. The Zephys will ice the puck with 4:29 to go in the period.
Yeah, you talk about that student section standing in front of us. Very passionate, but Mahtomedi has not been giving them much to cheer about here other than some spectacular saves here by our goaltending friend, Strub.
Faceoff will come to Strub's left. 3-1 the Pioneers. The only goal of the second period so far went to Bowden Samper. We'll look to build on his 2023-2024 when he scored 21 times. Officials have been very deliberate just to kind of make sure everybody's a little bit even-keeled out there. They haven't been in any rush to drop the puck. I think they've kind of had a good beat on the energy in the game so far tonight. As into the offensive zone is Zach Zins as Zins sends one off the end wall in the Pioneer zone. Good defensive play by Lang as he comes onto the near side, gets it into the neutral zone. Getting spun around and then having the puck taken away. Here's Gutterman in. Gutterman into the right circle. Gutterman backhand shot saved by Johnson. He'll hold on.
Man, good focus on Johnson down there. He hasn't had a lot of shots in front of him, so good on him to kind of stay focused there.
Several players introducing themselves to each other down on that Zephyr offensive end. Saw a little bit of that earlier. Is certainly a very high tension game with those two East Metro rivals. They're both powerhouse teams, championship banners both being hung both here and at Aldrich Arena in the last 5 years for these two. Well, certainly two teams that very familiar with each other with their annual matchups. Face-off comes into the near corner for Kelly, and he's able to send it all the way down into the Zephyr end as penalty did come out of that, and the Zephyrs will get their third power play of the game. It's in the box for the Pioneers is Morrell. It's a high sticking penalty. I missed the call on that as Pioneers will get another clear with 3.5 minutes to go in the period.
Must have been a part of that introduction there in the corner. Although his teammate Jackson Reeves got a little physical after that last shot on goal, but.
Well, the Pioneers get another clear. So Lakin Decker will go play it from deep in his own end. Decker intercepted. Here's a chance in front and a save by Strub at point blank. Jackson Reeves with the takeaway and the save made at point blank on the breakaway chance. What a night for Strub is another great save there.
I was just about to sing my praises for Lakin Decker there. He's been kind of speedy all night, that jersey flapping in the wind there, but yeah, just an unfortunate error by him there, but luckily, once again, Wes Strub takes care of it. I think he owes him a bag of gummy worms or something.
Something from the school store this week as Tommy Miller banks one off the end wall as the puck will come into the near corner. Battle continues as several Zephyrs trying to dig it out. Big power play for Mahtomedi, a good chance for them to respond as here's Joey Pipes on the left wing. Pipes try to get it in the right circle for O'Donnell, as O'Donnell is a little bit out of reach, as then it'll be sent into the slot. The Pioneers will be able to clear again with 33 seconds left in the power play.
Mahtomedi seeming like they're kind of just running and gunning. Again, Hill Murray not letting them set up in the zone or cycle the puck or anything.
Across the red line is Gutterman into the offensive zone, had his pocket pick, but then it was sent down low. A good bounce back by Mahtomedi. Here's Gutterman, he'll take a shot, that's blocked. Pioneers able to clear with 10 seconds to go in the power play. Back to pick it up is O'Donnell, as both teams were trying to make changes on the offensive zone. Here's First, as First got knocked off the puck as the Pioneers came back to full strength. With 1:53 to go in this second period, the Pioneers have had the only goal offside, as nearly coming in on a rush.
Once again, Mahtomedi saved by the bell there. Thankfully, that official was watching that blue line.
John Whistler, who nearly came in on another perhaps breakaway chance, or at least able to have a couple steps on the defense, but offside whistled, and the faceoff will come all the way back down into the Pioneer zone. Pioneers send it toward the point as it'll be up and out of play over Zins. They will line up and do it again to the left of Johnson with 1:43 to go in the period.
Johnson looking pretty content down there, pretty relaxed, kind of putting his arm on top of the net there. Once again, hasn't seen too many shots this period.
Decker in the face-off circle as the puck comes for Wright on the near side. The play gets tied up with Wright trying to dig it out of the corner, as Zupfer was able to intercept his centering pass. Zupfer will send it in from the red line up to the far side corner. As Rogoshevsky able to play it ahead. Here's Winston Wright into the left circle. Wright spins, tried to feed Decker in the slot, but it got by him as it comes down onto the near side. Pioneers back through neutral. Into the offensive zone is Lentz. Lentz back to the left circle, a shot. Struve made the save on the Zupfer shot. Sliding to his left, or right, I beg your pardon, as the Pioneers are working back for Samper with a shot at point blank, and a save made again by Strub.
Very good positional play by Wes Strub there. Just coming out to the top of the crease there, just calm and collected, and as they like to say in the show, be big and boring. That's exactly what he was there.
Big and boring, definitely, but he has nonetheless put on a good show tonight. 32 saves now for Strub, with 1 minute exactly to go in this second period. Hill Murray up by 2. Pioneers able to control the face-off as Kelly, his shot was blocked, but Pipes couldn't quite clear it out as it comes down onto the near side. Now sent cross ice as it'll be controlled on the far side by the Pioneers, and Landon Samper, as I beg your pardon, that was Cottingham, as puck will be played back out on the left wing toward the point. A nice job to hold by John Kelly. As Joey Pipes gets it on the left wing for Lipovitz, as Lipovitz tries to drive through. This rolls in awkwardly on Johnson, and then we have some more pushing and shoving, and that was a little bit of a, you don't want to say that was a punch, but there was kind of a get out of my face from that. We'll see if any calls come from that.
Joey Pipes with a huge smile on his face after taking some liberties there with Hill Murray. I'm sure he'll be thinking about that one in class this week.
So Pipes will head to the penalty box. They're going to take the Pioneer as well. A couple players actually for both teams who will head off here. 28.7 to go in the second period.
Yeah, John Kelly getting a face full of Bauer mitt there for Hill Murray.
The officials will talk over the penalties. Alongside Brendan Ballard, this is Patrick Lilia with you on behalf of our entire SCC sports staff. Looking excited to bring this one to you as the Pioneers and Zephyrs getting together for their annual meeting here at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. 3-1 Hill Murray with the lead, but out shooting the Zephyrs by 23, yet it's only a 2-goal game.
Yeah, it's thankfully all down to Wes Strub there, down to our left here. Really making sure that Mahtomedi is staying in the game here. It's not getting out of hand.
Pioneers have had the only goal of this second period. The Pioneers got out to a 2-0 lead with goals from Jackson Reeves.
Looks like the officials are taking their sweet time talking to the penalty box operators.
Bowden Samper added one here in the second period for Hill Murray. Devin O'Donnell had a great goal in that first period as had a rebound that went off the mask of the Pioneer goaltender Jackson Johnson. And the officials now has a captain's meeting at center ice. Well, not center ice, but in front of the penalty box area. Just kind of tell, I think the officials are trying to just kind of keep everybody calm. It hasn't ever been in danger of getting out of hand or anything, but I think the officials just kind of sense that, you know, we got to be a little more deliberate. Oh, it's a major penalty that's been put up on the board. So it will be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then it'll be a 3-minute Zephyr power play as it stands now. Beg your pardon, the other way around. It's the major penalty is on Mahtomedi, so it'll be a 2-minute 4-on-4 and then 3 minutes of Hill Murray power play, at least as the scoreboard stands now. 28.7 to go in the second period, so.
Yeah, those officials don't like it when you kind of get your hands up in the cage of another player there. It looked awesome, but yeah, can't do that.
So Lipovitz is in the box. He's got the major penalty. John Kelly for the Pioneers has the minor. It will be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes as the Pioneers control from their own end as they work on the right wing. A little bit of more open space now for Bowden Samper as his shot dribbles through Straw but goes wide through the crease. 12 seconds left to go in the period. As might be a little bit of a teaser to what we're going to see the first couple minutes of the third. Pioneers able to work the puck into the right corner with the second period will come to an end. Bowden Samper gets the only goal of the second period as that shot after the buzzer from Jackson Reeves gets a little bit of unwanted attention. Now that'll take us to the second intermission in a very tense East Metro powerhouse rivalry game between the Zephyrs and the Pioneers. With the Pioneers leading at 3-1, we're going to step aside. We'll come back with your second period highlights and stats and your third period after this.
My dad was a farmer, and when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected?
Here we go!
Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready. Because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike, or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
We welcome you back to the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. Alongside Brendan Ballard, I'm Patrick Lilly. On behalf of our crew tonight for SCC Sports, 3-1 Hill Murray leading after 2 periods of play. As we'll take a look at some of the highlights from throughout the game. Hill Murray got out to a 2-0 lead. A great feed from Landon Cottingham as the goal goes to Jackson Reeves. That was back in the first period that put Hill Murray on top 1-0. Still 1-0 as Pioneers got one again. That was Chaz Lentz, who second leading goal scorer last year for the Pioneers, gets his first early on, first game of the year for the Pioneers. As a great answer from Mahtomedi, though, as Devin O'Donnell gets his own rebound with a shot off the mask of the goaltender Jackson Johnson. That made it 2-1, and that's where we were after 1 period of play. As we moved into the second period, and the Pioneers were able to get that goal back, a power play goal for Bowden Samper, as he gets his first of the year after 21 a year ago to pace the Pioneers. We're underway here in the third period with the puck controlled on the near side by Hill Murray from high in their own end. Flips up on the near side as Samper. We're going to get an early stoppage. Still 4-on-4 for 1:23. A high sticking call will go against Mahtomedi, so now it'll be 4-on-3 as Riker Dunbar whistled for the high stick.
Just like the Hill Murray student section, you can't do that.
Well, the Pioneers will be up a 4-on-3 power play.
Certainly rare that you don't convert when you have only 3 opponents out on the ice. Got to be very careful if you're Mahtomedi.
Zephys able to get the early clear on the power play, though, as it'll be played, though, by the Pioneers from deep in their own end. As on the right wing with it is Casper Lang, as Lang will slow things up, being very patient here. Here come the Pioneers again through neutral into the offensive zone. Here's Graham Greeter as he works his way inside. Strub sliding to his right, picks it up.
It is the West Strub show tonight here at St. Croix Valley Community Center here. Just keeping his team in the game, just ultra focused.
Strub with 33 saves tonight. Right in the face-off circle with Jackson Reeves. Is able to be controlled by Hill Murray, as here's Carson Scott with it. Carson Scott works it into the right circle. Now back to Scott as the Pioneers again being very patient here as a shot goes off Strub. It was Caden Zasada who took the shot. Pioneers, though, able to regain control of the puck. Here's Scott. Scott into the right circle. Zasada with a shot and a save that time on a much harder shot. Strub again, though, able to make the stop. 25 seconds left in the 4-on-3. Scott with a drive. That goes wide of the net as it trickles back toward the crease. Scott able to hold the zone as now it's back in the high slot for Zasada. Zasada's shot was influenced wide down to the near side corner. Shot score as it's a power play goal for Tommy Miller as the puck came back into the slot. And the Pioneers widen their lead to 4-1 here early in the third period.
Tommy Miller putting that one just underneath the bar blocker side. I don't even think Strub saw that one. It was a quick shot.
Tommy Miller, who had 3 goals last year, gets his first. And it's 4-1 Pioneers with 15:32 to go in regulation.
Just a quick shot from the top of the face-off circle, and yeah, Tommy Miller makes it 4-1.
So the Zephyrs need to come up with a quick answer to try to stay in this game. It'll be 4-on-4 for another 4 seconds, then it'll be a 3-minute power play for the Pioneers as the Pioneers now back at full strength. And remember that's a major penalty, so the Pioneers can score multiple times if they are able to do so.
Look out for Mahtomedi to be in those passing and shooting lanes once again. Even with 3 players out on the ice before this, they did a great job of blocking shots.
Pioneers work it back for the blue line as it'll be sent down low by Casper Lang. They score as it's deflected into the net from the right circle by Brady Morrell. It's a power play goal for Morrell. As we said, though, still 2:32 of power play time will continue on that major penalty.
This game is getting out of hand on the scoreboard.
That was a great feed into the right circle. Or left circle, I beg your pardon. And the Pioneers widen their lead to 5-1. They scored 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the third period. As we start to see some file out there at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center.
And then Mahtomedi's got to get right back at it this weekend here, having a doubleheader starting Friday night at Centennial and then Saturday in Blaine. So just kind of get this out of your head and put your head down and go right back to work this weekend.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the trade-off, of course, that everybody's got the next couple days off, but then heavy weekend schedules, both boys and girls in full swing now. Well, Morrell gets the power play goal. Power play continuing here for the Pioneers as they work into the offensive zone as Greeter leaves for Sam Pear. Down onto the goal line as driving his way in for the shot was Zupfer as it's held on to by Strub as
Mahtomedi's going to be a little careful here. Discipline's kind of led him to this 5-1 deficit here, and taking extra liberties after the whistle is not going to help their cause.
2:11 now to go in the power play for Hill Murray. Zephyrs control in the near corner as taken away as the Pioneers will work it back for Cottingham as Cottingham gets it to the left point. As Greeter sends it down low. Now Greeter takes it back. Greeter gets it back for Cottingham. Greeter working his way in as it comes into the left circle. Now Samper with it. Samper with a shot, score. Power play goal for Bowden Samper, his second of the game, and the Pioneers piling on here in the third period. 6-1 Hill Murray with the lead.
Let's talk about Sam Pear there for a minute there. Look at the patience that he had just to wait, and then again put it blocker side top corner. Good on him.
You've seen this Hill Murray power play unit has been very patient. They've, especially I think that in the beginning they took their opportunities, and I think they came to realize they weren't going to beat Strub just shooting pucks at them, so they got a lot more patient. They started going for the quality over quantity, and I think that's kind of been where this game has, of course, the Pioneers, a very highly ranked team coming in. A lot of people expect they'll return to the state tournament after a 1-year hiatus when White Bear Lake came out of Section 4AA last year. Pioneers, though, those 9 seniors looking poised to maybe make a deep run in March as a drive towards Strub, able to make the stop as Casper Lang from high in the slot.
Yeah, currently Hill Murray is ranked number 5 in the state as a AA team here. We will likely see them again at XL Energy Center come springtime.
Faceoff will come deep in the Mahtomedi zone. 1:12 still to go on that major penalty power play for Hill Murray that they've scored 3 goals on. Shot goes wide off the boards, another chance score as the Pioneers have made the absolute most out of this major penalty power play, and that'll make it 7-1 as the goal will be for Jackson Reeves, his second of the game.
It's getting a little bit out of hand here, but at least one half of the arena here in Stillwater is going home happy, while other half is firing up their cars a little earlier than they expected to.
We see each goal sending a few more students toward the exits, as this will put the game into running time with the Pioneers on top 7-1. As Sam Pear controls, a minute still to go in the power play. Well, the Pioneers have scored 4 times with the major penalty advantage, and they come right back in looking for more. Strub makes the save. It's kicked toward the blue line but not out, and Cottingham able to make the save. So throw it toward the net. That goes wide. 35 seconds now to go on the power play for Hill Murray. It's Cottingham controls at the blue line. Shot was deflected from Reeves off a skate as it comes down toward the near side. Pioneers able to hold the zone. Into the left circle, Reeves with a shot. Strub makes the save and holds on.
Pioneers not even breaking a sweat on this power play. Look how calm and patient. They're making sure every single pass is on the tape. Every single shot is at least somewhat near the net where someone can get to it. Yeah, this is all Hill Murray this period.
So the Zephyrs will come back to full strength at the drop of the puck, and mercifully the Zephyrs come back to full strength after a very difficult major penalty kill. Between the 4-on-4 and the major penalty, the Pioneers scored 4 times and broke this game wide open.
Less than ideal going down 0-2 to start your season, but I don't know if you can put much stock into losing to a AA squad.
Certainly, we know Mahtomedi has a backhander scorer in front as the Pioneers will tack on another one. Yes, this is going to go for Casper Lang. I beg your pardon, this is John Whistler who will get credit for it. I'm going to say certainly Mahtomedi tests itself very hard, a very heavy mix of both AA and single A power. So every year you look at their overall record and maybe you go, it doesn't look that great compared to some other teams, but given the competition that they play, it's no wonder that they have 2 titles in the last 4 seasons and certainly one of the premier programs on the single A side. Shot on Strub, save is made, comes back into the slot. Into the left circle. Works its way back for Sam Pear, but nothing certainly. Well, there's going to be a lot of adjustments for Mahtomedi given just the volume of players that they lost from last year. And unfortunately, I think we're seeing some of those growing pains tonight. And I think, throughout the season, we're going to see this unit certainly begin to grow. And I think, a couple of tough first games, they lost to Hibbing Chisholm. And of course, tonight, this thing's not really going Mahtomedi's way at all.
I'm sure the players know that, though. You're not going to have your head down too long after this. They know where they're at. They're all smart kids. They'll be back in action.
Absolutely, as the Zephyrs, they'll take on another state tournament AA team on Saturday when they play Centennial. Centennial, the defending 5 AA champion. Well, another tough test for the Zephyrs. That'll be up in Arden Hills, Lexington on Saturday.
It's my home rink. Went to school at Centennial. Roll Cougs. That's a beautiful new barn that they've done over COVID and stuff. Haven't had a chance to get in there yet, but yeah, they'll be very comfortable there this weekend.
Certainly a place that I got to about 5 years ago, but haven't been able to get back to since. So it'd be certainly nice to come up and check that out at some point, as the Zephyrs will play it from deep in their own end, as into the left circle once again. The Pioneers in control of it as they'll send it down towards Strub. It deflects to the end wall. Pioneers with a healthy 7-goal lead here. As driving in for the shot is Casper Lang. The save was made by Strub, as now he'll be able to cover up in the crease as we are under 9 minutes left to go. Pioneers will take on another Class A power on Saturday when the Hermantown Hawks come into Aldrich Arena. Hermantown last year's runner-up in the single A side, falling to St. Cloud Cathedral.
Several good NHL products usually come out of Hermantown, so expect that to be a close game too.
It's Cody Loida. Certainly we won't get into the controversy of what level Hermantown should be at, but this kind of give you an idea, of course, as you said, a lot of really good players at Hermantown. As a shot from the left circle, and the Pioneers will tack out another one. Tommy Miller has his second goal of the game.
Yeah, it seems like all their goals as of this period are all underneath that bar there. They're not afraid to shoot top shelf.
And certainly, as we've mentioned a few times tonight, of course, this Pioneers team is, loaded for bear. It's going to be pretty much, this is, kind of state tournament or bust for them, given the returning those 9 seniors. They return most of their top scorers. There are going to be some questions in the goal mouth with Jack Johnson, the relatively new goaltender. Did see some action last year, but entering the primary role, we would think, for the first time. And but the scoring is going to be there. They got all those guys back. This is going to be a question of, it's really going to come down almost to Jackson Johnson if the Pioneers think he's going to be able to help get them over the line at the end in March.
A little bit behind the play here. It looks like Hill Murray's got 2 for slashing here. Maybe Zephys can get 1 behind Jackson Johnson down there and build a little bit more confidence going into this weekend.
Easton Southscheider goes off for the slash. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Pioneers unable to clear as it goes up out of play.
Looks like one of these students will collect a little souvenir as it goes out on the top of the student section here to my left. Not sure who you'd want to autograph that puck, but
Pioneers now 51 shots on goal. This is controlled by Cottingham. I think it's tied up in that far corner as the Zephyrs on the power play now for the 3rd time. 0 for 2 in the game. Zephyrs able to emerge with the puck. Puck sent off the glass as Lakin Decker plays it in the near corner. Decker sends it around toward the far side as Winston Wright operating from that right point. Held it in initially. Now it'll be played ahead for Brady McElmurray as a nice sliding save by Straub on the shorthanded attempt.
Actually, it's Jackson Chesick in that here, coming in relief of Wes Straub. Not his fault, though, that Mahtomedi's down 9-1.
Well, Chesick making the nice save. I beg your pardon on that, as a turnaround shot was blocked. As here comes Cottingham on the right wing. Cottingham riffs into the right circle. Cottingham makes a nice move, backhand shot at Chesick, making some nice saves here in relief late.
Yeah, the 5'10", 155-pound goaltender down there, keeping things under control. Pretty impressive saves, the past couple of them, considering he hasn't seen any kind of warm-up shots or anything. So good on our friend Jackson Chesick.
Pioneers about to come back to full strength. We approach 4 minutes to go in the game. Puck deflected down into the Hill Murray zone as it'll be played off toward the far side as Joey Pipes sends it up into the net off the shot from the far boards. No, Hill Murray in complete control, up 9-1.
Yeah, not much that Mahtomedi could do on that power play. It's the physicality that Hill Murray brings. Look at all those boys out there. Very tall, very physical, very fast. If anything, maybe this younger Mahtomedi squad can hit the weight room and kind of win those 50-50 puck battles on the walls and stuff.
Now Hill Murray in their opening game of the season passes an early test as they'll come into the St. Croix Valley Rec Center and they will pick up the win tonight. And they said they'll entertain Hermantown Saturday. That should be a really good game on Saturday at Aldrich Arena.
That's almost like a state tournament all-star game. Hermantown and Hill Murray.
As we get some players pushing and shoving after that backhand shot is held on to by Jackson Johnson. Clock continuing to run now under 3 minutes.
I was wondering if it was going to get a little bit more physical here after what we saw in the second period at the end there, and now it's kind of a blowout. I'm sure Mahtomedi is a little bit more than frustrated. Ref's slow to drop the puck once again.
The Hill Murray student section starting to make some chants toward the far side as we approach the end of this game tonight as Pioneers sweep it out into the neutral zone. It'll be sent back in by Cody Loida. Zephys will again work back in where it's played by Julian Cizik onto the end boards. Under 2 minutes now to go in the game. Good defensive play in the neutral zone as Caden Gagnili is cut off. Landon Samper out at the red line is tipped across the red line with a Zephys control from their own end.
Yeah, just keeping it simple for Hill Murray. They're always back there, just calmly collecting pucks, and if anything goes south, they're just right there to fix it again. Case in point.
Caden Samper on the interception as he will speed his way on the right wing. Shot saved by Chesick as the puck is loose in the right circle. And the Zephys will get it on the left wing. Into the offensive zone is O'Donnell. We got a whistle with a minute to go in the game.
Jackson Johnson making out of the crease save there. Again, let's talk about his mental kind of game here. Just calmly collects it.
Face-off will come to the right of Johnson. It comes into the near corner. The Pioneers set up behind the net. Into the offensive zone is McElmurray. McElmurray with a shot and a save by Chesick. Pioneers able to take it away on the near side. 20 seconds to go. Penalty coming here late for some contact in front as we hit 10 seconds to go in the game.
Looks like they're going to just run the clock out here. It's not like that power play probably would have done anything anyway.
So the Hill Murray Pioneers come into the St. Croix Valley Rec Center and show why a lot of people think they are a serious state tournament contender as they walk away with a convincing 9-1 victory tonight. Final thoughts, Brendan?
9-1. It's a tough game. Not much you can do when you're facing that double-A powerhouse that in Hill Murray here. I'm glad we're at least seeing some handshakes here. Cooler heads will prevail here in the handshake line. Powerhouse versus powerhouse.
Yep, so Hill Murray puts up 9 in their first game of the season. As take a look at the highlights from tonight's game. The first goal of the game, that great feed from Landon Cottingham for Jackson Reeves. And that kind of set the tone for the night as Pioneers add on another one with Wentz there in the first. That's that drag goal by Samper that we talked about. Samper, of course, last year we mentioned a few times, scored 21. And he will probably be counted on to have a pretty healthy number if the Pioneers are going to get to where they want to go this year. The Pioneers here in the third period, when that major power play scored 3 times, plus an additional one when it was still 4-on-4. And they come away with a 9-1 victory tonight over the Mahtomedi Zephys. If the Zephys fall to 0-2, they'll look to get on track Saturday. Another tough game. They'll be up to take on the Centennial Cougars, a state tournament team from the AA side last year. Pioneers, we said, they will take on Hermantown. That should be a great game. So we will wrap things up from here. For Brendan and David and Arlen and our entire SEC Sports crew, we'll take a quick look first at our upcoming schedule here on SEC Sports. Of course, make sure to follow us on your favorite social media platforms, and we will have all the updates and information for you about where we're going to be next as we head into the month of December. We can add some boys basketball, or both boys and girls basketball, to our schedule, and we've got a lot to look forward to in a busy winter schedule. 9-1, Hill Murray gets the win tonight. For Brendan, I'm Patrick, and for David and Arlen and all of our crew, we'll catch you next time from an arena near you.